This is the removal and reinstallation of the headlight switch in a 2000 Mercedes C230 compressor. It begins with removal of the headlight knob, revealing a 15/16 nut from the factory. 9 times out of 10 it is loose. Take it off with your fingers. It's pretty straightforward. Just spin the nut off. Once the nut is removed, set it off to the side. Now, there's a few screws underneath. It's going to hold these trim panels on. Those are going to come off. Those are straightforward too. It's a Phillips head. Once you remove those, the trim panel will drop down. You pull out the emergency brake handle or lever. There's 2 more Phillips screws. Those hold on the headlight switch trim panel from the bottom. This is me just unscrewing those. Just once again, normal Phillips head screws. Nothing crazy. Not like they show. Now the trim panel for the headlight switch itself is removed. As you see here, set it to the side. Now there's nothing holding the headlight switch in except these 2 little ears. Now it might be hard to see. Try to be still. That nut, nothing to do with. The 2 little ears, that's it. Twist it counterclockwise. That's going to give you access to releasing those ears through this panel. Right there, I'm showing you the couple little ears. You just reach your hand up inside the bottom of the dash and just give it a little twist and a little pull, and it just releases. Only thing at this point holding it is the harness, which is connected via probably about 12 to 14 inches of wire. Gives you plenty of room to drop it down. As you can see, that's the headlight switch removal. Less than 2 minutes. Nothing crazy. Pretty straightforward. Now from here, the harness literally just unplugs from the back, similar to if you were just to plug something into the wall. No screws, no bolts, just pull it straight off. Now this is the new headlamp switch reinstalled. This all you missed was me plugging the wires back in and putting it back in the dash. That nut on the side, people say you need to take it off. You don't. Has nothing to do with anything for the headlight switch. The old one, showing you the pin layout. Mine had an extra pin on it, the K20 spot, as you can see there. It's blank. The new one has that pin actually showing. The harness has a hole for the pin, but there's no wire connected to it, so not a big deal. Basically the switch is for multiple cars, as you would imagine. So now the headlight switch is remounted. All the excitement is over. It's time for reinstallation of a few screws, a few nuts and a few bolts. And from there, as you see, panel back on. Now this is where the 15/16 socket comes into play to snug it up, because it's kind of hard to snug it with your fingers, but if you use the socket, you can get it nice and tight, and you won't have a wobbly headlight switch. Nobody likes a wobbly headlight switch. It's probably what causes them to fail in the first place on the Mercedes. Headlight switch knob reinstalled with all of its prettiness. Now you can see where your functions and running lamps, headlamps, parking lamps, all that stuff. You can actually see what you're doing now. Before, it would just like twist for like 12 days and was kind of like the hands on a clock. Never know where it's going to go. And that's it.